Episode 34 of Football Manager 2014 with Aston Villa, and I join you back for a new season, 2024-2025 season, and we're back here after that iconic last season where we finished in first position. We won the English Premier Division. As it shows here, we've broken the trend of Man U and Chelsea. It's been Man U and Chelsea all the time since this game has started in this save. Until last year. Anyway, today we have the Community Shield match against Manchester United at Wembley. So I decided to show you guys this one because, well, it's another trophy if we can win it. And we'll go through the pre-season transfers. Not the most productive coming in, not the best either. Going out, there was a fair few, 47 million worth. We let Oliver Lumley go to Stoke for 1 million. Pretty good deal, I thought. Let Will Hughes go for 21 million to Manchester City. We bought him back in the day, second season, for 9 million quid. He's been really solid ever since, but he wanted a new challenge, and I was prepared to give it to him by letting him go to Man City. Also, his wages were very high, so that was one of the reasons why. Chris Brough on loan, or Brow on loan. Roland Lafleur went out on a free. He's now at AJ Auxerre. Let Lucas Germanka go for 16.25 million to Napoli. He was always a good backup after his 2 million move from Sporting Portugal, but he was never outstanding and he was never really a first teamer, so it was right to see him go, and especially for that sort of money. Paulo Garcia went on a free transfer. He's a backup keeper. Alistair Spires went for 2.2 million to Liverpool. And he was just a backup centre-back who's now playing in the Championship for Liverpool. Yeah. John Hislop went out on loan, and Kenny Phillips went out on loan. Servet Keskin went for 7 million to Real Sociedad. Ideally, I would have kept this guy, but he was going into the last year of his contract, and I offered him a new deal, or was in the process of offering him a new deal, and he wanted around 130 grand a week, and he really doesn't justify it. So I decided to flog him on, and we did bring in a younger, cheaper version. Now, with 3 men coming in for just 16.91 million. First guy was Fabrizio Becci from Chelsea for 4.1 million. He's just going to be a backup player. He can play a lot of positions, very versatile, centre mid, all across the attacking mid, and then striker as well. He's got some decent enough stats, 11 under 21 caps for Italy as well, and 4.1 million on a knockdown price. I think that was a very good deal. Also brought in Robert Clapson for 4.1 million, I believe, yes, from Southampton. He's a right mid, so he's going to, because Jomanka's gone, he's going to add some extra depth on that right hand flank. Got some decent crossing and decent dribbling and long throws and all that. Good determination, decent enough physicals as well. He's got a bit of potential to work with, and 4.1 million, I think it was well worth it. And last man was Sam Bainbridge. I think it's Bainbridge, for 9.25 million from 8.75 million from Manchester City. He's decent enough. He's got some good defending stats, good physical stats. Did I overpay for him? Probably a bit, but I think he's still decent enough. It was a little bit of a panic buy because Keskin went, but he's only on 31k a week, and I think it was well worth it. Now, we're quickly breezing through pre-season. We beat Shenhua 2-0, we beat Erbin 2-0, beat Feyenoord 2-0, lost 2-1 to Sporting Portugal, and beat Port Vale 7-2 most recently. And we'll go into today's game. Team of conference today, Gonzalo Lemos is away on international duty with Argentina, so he cannot feature. The team I'm going to go for today is Gutierrez in goal, back for Creolesi, Molina, Rios, Kamari, and Stamp because Johnny Lozano is out injured. Bainbridge making his debut, O'Rourke and Hubain, Neves and Cardenas, and Furnix up top. On the bench we've got Paquin, Ibrahima Ndoye, Ortega, Becci, Casasola, Biro, and Exodus Rogers. If you don't know who Exodus Rogers is, we brought him in a fair couple of years ago. I think I showed him for 1.1 million from Man United. And he's developed well. He spent last year out on loan at Blackpool in League One, banged in 16 goals in 38 appearances. And I think he's well worth his chance, maybe up in the Premier Division today, maybe making a couple of performances. I do think he's probably got better chance than Isendai or Valerio Gori. Well, no, maybe not Valerio Gort, but Issa Ndiaye's kind of tailed off a little bit. I thought he was really going to turn into a good player around here when he started to bang in a couple of goals, but hasn't really worked out for him. Also, Horacio Arce, I'll actually put him on the bench for Ortega. And we'll submit this team to Wembley. Give these guys a couple of numbers, a couple of squad numbers. Man United, of course, are they going to feature Driussi, our former player? Yeah, they are playing him in the centre mid role. They're going for 4-2-3-1 with Januzaj playing behind the striker. And we're going to get this season underway. This season is starting though underway, like in a slightly more entertaining way, as it is the Community Shield, not just your bog standard first league game. And 20 minutes gone now. And it has been a fairly dire start. Probably both teams just fiddling around with a slightly new team. In our case, only one new signing playing today. Oh, and O'Rourke there, really saving us with a clear off the line. They, like Man U, might have a couple of new signings as well. And it takes a bit of time for team cohesion to set in, especially early on in the season. That's why sometimes you might find that your team, especially after a lot of transfers, doesn't really perform early on in the season. Just give it a bit of time, because it will work in the end. It just, the squad is waiting to kind of blend together. And once it does, it should be okay. Well, like, depending on your signings. If your signings have been absolutely hopeless, then it won't ever blend. But if they're good players, they'll end up blending together and performing well. Here's Cardenas, maybe a chance. O'Rourke, and it's a good save by De Gea. Possibly was going behind, but De Gea wasn't really to know that, and it was a good save anyway. O'Rourke, still, that's the one part of his game that really frustrates me. O'Rourke is his finishing. Now I know that was a header and all that, so can't really say off that, but his finishing on the whole is just very poor. For a guy who's such a good player, here's Driussi, against his old team, and Gutierrez has to pull out a point-blank range. Point-blank save even. Point-blank range. I'm talking absolute nonsense today. Marchand, Driussi, to pay. O'Rourke there. But anyway, yeah, O'Rourke, just for such a good player, his finishing is kind of so ordinary. And he misses so many good opportunities to score here. Is Iancu going to take this free kick today? I've got things to do here, Iancu. Come on, let's roll. Wasting your own time and then you miss it, for God's sake. No, go on. Go on, Cardenas. Oh, can he burn him? Oh, what a ball to Miguel Neves! And it's a great save by De Gea, but it is a real clear-cut opportunity, that Miguel Neves. Hopefully, he can at some stage recreate his form from last year, because he was absolutely excellent. He was declared signing of the season in the summary of the season, or whatever you want to call it, the review of the season at the end. And this one will go to penalties. No extra time in the Community Shield, just go straight to penalties. And I trust actually Furnix ahead of Tony Molina Rios, then Akumare, Creolesi, Bainbridge obviously can't take a penalty too well. So we'll try and get through this penalty shootout a bit quickly, because sometimes these shootouts can go on for ages on FM this year, where it like turns up to be like 12-11 or something. Here's Cardenas stepping up first. I'd have a fair bit of confidence with him. He usually bags his penalties quite well. And there he is, and that's a nice penalty. 1-0. Good start. Iancu places the ball down carefully, and he bags it into the exact same corner. O'Rourke, not great finisher, but that's a good penalty. Straight into the bottom corner. Phil Jones, he missed a penalty against Sunderland, and he scored today though. That was a nice enough penalty, not like the one in Sunderland, which ended up around over here. Ubain. Nice and quick, and into the bottom corner. Verratti. Gutierrez isn't bothering even to move now. Miguel Neves, who missed a really clear-cut opportunity in the match. He scores today. He scores in the penalty shootout. And Oh, just creeps in. Gutierrez went the right way. Getting closer. Furnix. Please score. He does. Never doubt Furnix. Driussi. Oh, is he going to miss it? Please. Oh, Gutierrez going to win and then tried to get back, but he couldn't do so. Tony Molina Rios. That's why I didn't trust Tony Molina Rios. And Dronov is going to score. He has. Man U have won the Community Shield. God, that is disappointing. Yeah, unlucky. Like, it's not really about the penalty shoot, it was more about the performance. The performance was okay. Decent, but still a lot to be improved on for next week when the season starts against Arsenal. Anyway, like, it's disappointing not to pick up the win, but I suppose that's just how it goes. That is how it goes. Yeah. Bainbridge played quite well, 6.8. Not too shabby. The next game will be the group stage game. This group stage game. I don't know who we're going to draw yet. We haven't seen who we've got yet. So that could be anybody. It could be a terrible team. It could be Real Madrid for all I know. But anyway, I'll see you guys back for that. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later. Bye.